Hello guys and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment Part 12. We have just finished the case with the baths, and it turns out the guy who was a bit on edge and a bit doolally was in fact the murderer, but he's not been arrested. He's been detained in a mental hospital seeking help, so that's all good. I don't think it's just all about prison, even though he did murder someone. But let us commence to the next part of the story. Ooh, very nice.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Yes, Watson, very good.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Right, I better...
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Nasty
I'm
Bruce.
assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
Oh dear.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Okay, let's take her profile first. Fresh bruises. Pale cheeks. Australian origin. So she's from a background of wealth. She's married. Of course, her husband is sadly deceased.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Your ladyship?
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Let's examine this. This newspaper.
The description of the Randall gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
That's one bit of evidence put together. Ooh, picture.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Okay. Let's examine the table.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one? So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship. Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Okay, so she must be a maid or servant of the family. Working hands. Coffee stain. Handkerchief.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Okay, a mystery to open the safe. But how?
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall.
All these wealthy people who I think lived here.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall. Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Right.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Bloody hell.
Antique hunting weapons. Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
Oh, I think we know just the culprit for that.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to. This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen. An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France.
Ooh, French wine.
A bottle of wine is missing here. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware. A deer hunt.
That's
So,
expensive
Watson,
bottle.
what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
The head was cracked with the force of the blow.
Oh dear.
That must be the murder weapon. Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
Ooh, he's
Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress. It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Criminals identified. This could have been due to a poker blow. Right.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me. A fur trader's cabin.
Right.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon-Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru.
French wine. Very expensive back in the day.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
The death was instant.
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
Okay, so now we are outside. It seems to be the well. Can't go in there. Very dark garden full of trees. Someone was reading the Times there before whatever. The garden.
I've searched outside for footprints without any luck.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Please leave my Mary alone. She suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
Right.
This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
Right.
The hunting scene. The hunting scene.
This house feels rather sinister.
We need to go back to Baker Street now.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case.
Best in the British Empire. Oh, there he is, little Toby.
Search, Toby.
Okay.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware. The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up part 12 right here. Thank you ever so much for watching this video, and again, if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon with part 13. Thank you.